Hello.
Hello, everybody. So nice to see a lot of you came here early in the chat. Goswina, Grayscale Painting, hello. Shay's World, hello. And I guess I don't need it. Well, in case, Shay's World, she's kind of new. This is Ian Friday, every Friday, 4 to 6 p.m. Standard Time. Coming to us from the UK is live watercolor painting with Ian Jackson. And that's what we do for almost 2 hours, a live watercolor painting. And it's every Friday. So now we're going to put him on the big screen.
Ian Friday. So Ian, have you got any Jaffa cakes left?
I'm down to last 3 packets.
Hey, Ian,
a lot.
Ian, you will be pleased with my biscuit that I have now. I have chocolate chip cookies.
Oh, very nice.
I have custard creams, which are delicious.
I believe I've seen some of your creations.
Yeah, and I got ginger biscuits as well.
Here's me babies.
Oh, let me just make the technical announcement that I told you guys before we went on air. Everybody, before I got on StreamYard, because I'm streaming on StreamYard, they had an announcement that said, due to the overload of everybody being on all these different platforms, there could be technical issues. So there's been a lot of buffering, and there could be things like you can't comment. Like I was at somebody's stream yesterday, and it kept giving me an error message. You can't comment. Try again. Can't comment. Try again. Error. So weird things like that, and so it just chalk it up to that. It's whatever technical issue you experience, it's just because of this overload of everybody.
Yeah.
Second-rate service.
Hi, JCT.
Hello, JCT.
Hello.
Hello.
But we're here and we're trying, aren't we? We're tryers.
Yeah, we're tryers. Absolutely.
Somebody new in the stream, Kane Hansen.
Hello,
what I am going to do is I'm going to go to YouTube and put my chat up so I can see everything.
Okay.
Because we need to keep chat going as much as we do paint.
If I go quiet, it's because I'm eating my biscuits.
Oh, okay.
Some might say that's an asset.
so you have to explain to people, because these guys, they're in America, they don't know what biscuits are.
No. Oh.
Well, I know what our definition of biscuit is. It's like a roll, but it's a little bit. It's like a roll, but it's a little bit different. It's a little drier.
No biscuits. Biscuits have never been rolled.
Cookies.
Biscuits are biscuits.
They're like cookies, chocolate chip cookies.
They're like cookies. They're a little bit like cookies. Are not exactly biscuits. But they are a little bit. That's as close as you get.
Yeah, cookies are not a biscuit.
They're a form of biscuit. Cookies are a form of biscuit, but biscuits tend to be fairly flat things.
Yeah, custard creams are nice. Do you like those?
Well, in the United States, biscuits are like can be 1 to 2 inches thick. They're like a bun.
Oh, cool.
Right. See, that's if you start getting that thick and spongy, then we call them buns.
Yeah.
Yes, but we have buns, but biscuits are different than buns.
Yeah, because you all call them cupcakes, don't you?
No, what? Cupcakes are something different. Nice drawing.
Anyway, so I'm nearly there, guys. I'm just going to pop you out. There you are. You popped out. I no longer need YouTube.
Hello, Kevin Helming.
Hello,
Madonna. Hello, Madonna.
Madonna, hello.
Right, so I've got that there. All I now need is my image of what we're doing today. And this image is basically set up by several different reference images.
Yeah.
So there's no one image. It's if I can find it.
I like the size of the paper there, Ian. I like that size.
It's roughly A4 size. And before you ask, I don't know what this. Well, I do know what this paper is, but I don't know the technical specifications are.
Before I ask.
Before you ask, I don't know what the technical specifications are. So, unfortunately, I can't tell you.
That's okay. I'll just sit and eat my biscuits.
That's fine by me.
Yeah, there you go.
Are we all happy that Gracie is just going to sit and eat a biscuit?
Yeah, like watching telly.
Is that reasonable?
I think most people would like, thank God, just shut up.
Quite possibly, yeah.
Oh God.
Hello, Moody Artist.
No,
don't. Oh, right. So,
that's
like a plank that I am, I didn't download the image that I wanted. So, who cares about having a background image? We'll go with that one. Right.
Hello, okay. Chrissy Canvas Art.
Hello,
Chrissy.
Hello. Oh, these are nice biscuits, Ian.
Are they? Homemade.
Do you have cookies?
Oh, they're homemade.
Cookies different than biscuits.
They're homemade.
Cookies generally are made of a different consistency of they tend to be knobbly and what have you, whereas a biscuit is very flat.
Yeah.
And it's made mostly out of wheat.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'll get the Aldi.
You don't make cookies out of wheat.
No. I get the ready-made mixes from Aldi's. They do chocolate chip ready-made mix. So I kind of, not
bring up the chat.
That's what we call cookies.
Talking to you.
That's what we call cookies. The things with chocolate chip in them and things like that.
Yeah.
They're quite thick and knobbly, and they have little bits of chocolate chip in them, and that's what we call cookies.
Yeah.
Anything else is a biscuit.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
No, Gracie, I was talking to Gracie, and he says Gracie is going to have to. He says he'll be signing Gracie into the Fat Farm on Tuesday.
Yeah. I'm going to say, do you know what? By the time we get out at the end of this Zumba apocalypse, we're going to need Zumba.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, we're all going to be like little. What can I call them? I don't know if I think everybody's mostly old enough to remember Weebles Wobble, but they don't fall down.
Yes, I was just about to say that.
That's what we'll be. We'll all be Weebles.
And I'm short. I've got to watch my weight. I'm only 5'3". I look like a little, a little fatty. Yeah. I have to watch my figure because of my height, you see.
Hi, Mystic Unicorn.
Oh.
Right, so anyway, it is the usual suspects. We all know and love them well.
Yes. Yes. Hello.
Mr. 1 inch ache.
Oh.
1 inch ache. Always.
Okay, cool.
I may or may not use that actually.
Mm-hmm. Kevin Helming says we won the war, so our biscuit definition takes precedence.
War.
Kevin, are you from the UK?
What? America won war.
Oh no, here we go.
Listen.
Yes, I agree, Kevin.
We have this bit of the program called Rant of the Week, and I can assure you, if America won the war, I can assure you, I can rant all day about that.
Oh dear.
On a personal level, i.e., my granddad died saving hundreds, if not thousands, of American soldiers from being blown up.
Yep.
So, bullcrap that America won the war.
Oh, that's a touchy subject.
Anyway, I'll count that as me rant of the week.
There you go, Kevin. Rant of the week.
There you go. Now I've got that off my chest.
I'm just
my granddad did die, and he did stop a great big gigantic cannon from hitting a ship full of American soldiers.
wow.
And he died doing it. So, and he landed. He was a paratrooper, and he landed in the night before the actual landings took place. He landed and he took out this gun emplacement, but he died during that battle. So that's the reality. I think it were an effort done by everybody. Those who were there and those who weren't there. No one won that war. Everybody lost it.
Yeah. Hello, Life Adventures and Keto.
I'm not saying anything. I'm just sitting here eating my biscuits, minding my own business.
I don't know. I don't know. Sometimes it riles me a little bit when
I know.
say that they did this or they did that. Nobody puts their hand up and goes, hello, we were good, weren't we? Even though we blew Japan up with 2 nuclear weapons, which they shouldn't have done.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, not being, you know, there's a lot of things what were good that were done during World War II, but there's a lot of a huge amount of things that were done during World War II that should never ever be spoken of again.
Yeah. I agree with that.
No victory on this. I mean, people will go and stand and salute the fact that people, how many tens of millions? I tell you what, why don't we all now go out into the streets and salute the fact that people are dying? Why don't we do it? Why don't we just do it? Because we don't. So why do we do it? So why do we do it to those who've died in World War II and World War One?
Yeah.
Fair enough.
So before you get started painting, I just want to make the announcement again about there's going to be. I got an announcement from StreamYard because that's where I stream on. They said that there could, because of the overload of everybody on these different platforms, there could be technical issues that go on during the stream, like buffering, like you not being able to type in a comment. It could say error message, can't type in a comment. So just those are just the usual things that are happening right now. Technical issues like that are happening.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, American Revolution, yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you.
In America, you're allowed to call it biscuits. If you're outside of it, you're allowed to call them what they call it.
Crackers.
Whatever you want. You can call them monkey nuts if you want to call them. I don't care what you call them in America, as long as when you're outside of America, you call them what we normally call them.
Yeah.
Hi, Bruce.
Hello, Mr. Bruce.
Woohoo! Anyway,
I tell you what, these biscuits are jolly good.
Anyway, you didn't win. We retreated because we had other more important things to do.
No. That's funny.
We did. We had lots of wars to fight. Do you know how many wars we're at? Do you know during that American Revolution how many wars we were actually fighting?
Unbelievable.
All over the world.
I know. Yeah.
America weren't even considered to be that bigger issue.
Yeah.
In your American history lessons, they don't actually tell you anything about the British side of things.
Oh, do they not?
Very rare. No, it's all American victoriolics, isn't it? America the Great.
Yeah.
All that kind of stuff.
Now you sound like Donald Trump.
Yeah, exactly. That's what they're trying to put over.
Yeah.
That idea. You know.
You're right. No, you're right.
As far as I'm concerned, no nation, including the nation that I live in, is great.
No. I don't think.
Frank
What about Switzerland?
Huh?
How about Switzerland?
Well, go on. There's always one country. No, they're just like passive, aren't they?
Yeah, passive. Yeah.
Passive.
Yep.
There's no
I
wrong
guess
with passive.
passive is good.
Well, it is to some degree, but at the end of the day, there's still. I mean, even in World War II, they still got took over, didn't they?
Yeah. True.
Nazi Germany just steamrolled them.
Mm-hmm.
So this side here.
Oh no, we have a comment. We have a comment for you,
Yeah.
Ian.
Have we? Oh, it's
Life
all
Adventures and Tito says he's getting cheeky. Winning is winning.
well, yeah, okay, that's fine. You won that battle. Great.
Yes, battle. There's battles, and then you can win battles, but who won the war?
I'm not saying.
Oh, right. I think that's politics.
Yeah.
Let's not talk.
Yeah, we don't want
Politics.
we're all friends now, but you still owe us taxes on that tea.
Oh.
I'll try not to shout.
Still not paid your tea tax. Pay up.
Oh, that's hilarious.
I'm only kidding, guys. I'm only
Today you're painting a lilac field at sunset. Is that right?
do you know what? I forgot to ask you all. In all the trauma of discussing this matter I wanted to ask, should this be a sunset or should it be a normal day?
Sunset.
Sunset. Please.
Okay, right. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be
I'll
perfect.
try and cater it to a sunset.
Or do you want to put the vote out to the chat?
I don't know. Put it in the chat and see whether we want. It's still to state.
We're asking the chat to vote. Do you want this to be just a normal day, or not even a normal day? Normal day or sunset?
Sunset.
Okay, I vote sunset. Gracie votes sunset. Who else votes sunset or just what do you call that? Normal day. There's no word for it.
Is there any such thing as a normal day anymore? That's the real question.
Yeah, we have them every day.
Yeah.
It's because we've got to stay indoors. It don't mean to listen. There's some people who never go outdoors.
Third vote, sunset.
Should I change the topic of conversation?
Fourth vote, sunset.
What's the weather been like where you are, Ian?
It's been great, actually.
Has it? Cool.
And
Why do you run away from each other?
What it has been is during night it's been incredibly frosty and -2, which is good.
That's cold. Is that
no,
cold?
the virus likes coldness. It does not like heat.
No, it don't. No virus like cold.
No, virus likes the cold. This virus likes the cold. It doesn't like heat. This virus does not like heat.
I didn't know that.
Look it up.
Yeah,
extreme. I know that. Scientific fact.
There's a lot of things going on about it, like that it stays on surfaces for 48 hours. No virus does that. But what they were saying is they tested it in a laboratory condition, in a petri dish, surrounded by all the things that it likes, and it stayed on the surface for that long before it died.
Yeah.
Okay. Stack Rules is here, and the vote is for sunset. The vote is for sunset.
Right.
Hello,
so basically, then we're going for sunset. Then, are we?
Yep.
Yes.
Right.
Hello, Sleeves. Ian's number
Hi,
1 fan.
Stack Rules.
Hello, Sleeves Stack. Ian's number 1 fan.
He is.
Yeah, number 1.
Number 1 fan.
Numero uno. That's a nice yellow.
Eh?
I like your yellow.
It's just standard cadmium yellow.
Yeah.
Because I've decided that although cadmium isn't necessarily the greatest thing on the planet, and supposedly is toxic.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's not really. You'd have.
Well, I have a question. I have a question about your color. So it's the lavender field. That's interesting. You're starting with yellow because yellow and purple make usually a brown.
You look at lavender. Look at lavender.
Yes.
Have a look.
Well, anyway, they're opposites on the color wheel, and they usually make brown.
But if you look at your lavender field, right?
Yeah.
The way they're placed out, there's a furrow between each set of bushes.
Right.
Oh yeah.
What I'm doing first is getting the ground in.
Oh, okay.
And also,
I get it now.
You'll find that when you look at these lavender fields, the bottoms of it is a greeny sappy colour. Right, the tops of it, where the lavender is, the little lavender flowers, are purple. So you get a combination of green, yellow, and purple in your
I
thing.
get that.
Yeah.
I get that.
It's not going to be that obvious, this, anyway. I'm just trying to get a base tone into my painting.
Can I ask you a painting question, Mr. Jackson?
Yes.
I'm painting a dolphin with the air bubbles on the top of the dolphin, but I don't particularly want to use masking fluid. Is there any way that I can get those little small air bubbles without using masking fluid?
Get a white crayon.
White crayon. Ah. Okay. Yeah, that's cool.
Also, you can get the effect of water bubbles by dropping alcohol on a swab, and salt would give you like the effect of bubbles.
Okay.
An opaque white blob of what they call it, gouache as well.
What?
Yes.
Okay.
Watery, but it'll go and you'll see through it as well. Because what you want to do is have a slightly distorted feel to it. Any bubbles will create a distortion. I mean, if it's that close, you'll see that distortion. If it won't, if you don't, you'll just see like a black rim, and that's it.
Cool. Thank you.
I mean, it all depends what light that's hitting it and how much you see in the bubbles. It shouldn't realistically be the most critical part of your painting.
Yeah.
They add to it, but thing is, if you try doing too much faffing about with minor details, you lose the image as a whole.
Yeah. Cool. Thank you, Ian.
Well, thank you.
Has anybody else got any points that like clarifying?
Yeah, does anybody have any questions?
We've basically yellowed everything.
All right. It's a nice yellow. I like that yellow.
It's cadmium yellow. You can't go wrong. It's light fast. It's one of the few light fast colours in yellow. There's only one other light fast yellow, and that's lemon yellow cad.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, I've heard of that one.
Well, cadmium yellow, and it's got to be the cadmium yellow because there are some other colours that call themselves cadmium yellow, but they're not. They're that Heisen, whatever it is, and it's nowhere close to light fast. It's actually quite fugitive. Yeah. And we don't like fugitive colours.
No, we don't.
We don't. we're very sensitive to it, in fact.
Yeah. Exactly what he said. Yeah. I like lemon yellow. That's one of my favourite yellows.
Cadmium yellow, lemon yellow.
Yeah, I like that colour.
So I've just got to let this dry a little bit. Unfortunately, that is the way of the art ninja.
Yeah. Do you usually let paintings dry naturally, or do you like?
I prefer to let them dry naturally. It depends. If I want to lock it down into a particular moment,
Yeah.
where it's moving around and everything. Whenever it's wet, it's moving and it's changing and altering. If you get a dryer on it at a certain point, it will lock it at that point.
Oh.
Right? Because it can't do any more moving.
I didn't know that.
So you can use, but it's better to let the paint dry for 15-20 minutes.
Ah, yeah. Okay,
Now,
that's cool.
at this moment in time, I'm going to get some of these trees and just block some of them in. Like that.
Yeah. Ah, trees. I like painting trees.
And I can tell where this actually is. I mean, I've made it up from all sorts of different references, but just by adding the trees, I can tell where this is.
It looks like France. Is it France somewhere?
Oh yeah, is it France?
No. No.
Provence is known for their lavender fields.
There's very specific types of trees in a specific area, and they're very tall and straight and thin.
Yeah. I'm just thinking, it's in Worcestershire, which is near me. They have quite a few lavender fields. Is it there? I'm kind of guessing, but
no, it is in Europe, but it's not in Worcester. I've got
France
to say,
France has the most in Provence.
Yeah,
well, because of the trees there, right? Yeah. I'm thinking that it's in Tuscany in northern Italy.
Ah, I was just about to say, is it from Italy? Yeah, cool, nice.
Because they, if you look at pictures in Tuscany, their trees, it's almost as though they go around and trim them specifically to look like. Yeah. There's a very specific look.
Oh yes, I know what you mean. Yeah, and Chrissy said Tuscany too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we've got that idea that there's some trees in the background there.
Yeah, I like the trees too.
And I'm still waiting on things drying. So, right, what I will do here is mix up a roof kind of colour.
Are they the white nights you're using, or are they another brand?
Yeah, I'll just show it you because I didn't bother showing you. They are my big set of white nights.
I like those paints a lot.
Yeah. I'm disappointed with them. They've not sent me white nights that I were after.
Oh, I remember.
They've just brought out some very soft pastel colours, and I wanted to do a review on them, but somebody's already done it now, so it's too late.
Oh, I have a question.
Go
okay,
ahead.
so all right, so the amounts of water you use. So suppose you use lots. You paint with clear water on your paper, lots of water, and then you put on paint. How's the difference of that? The effect you're going to get with that, as opposed to a little bit less water with, and then you put on paint.
That means it's more dry brushed, isn't it? And you, not with this particular paper because it's not got much texture, but with more textured paper, if you put a brush over your paper and it's got less water in it, it makes it drier, and you get little speckles of white in your paper.
Oh, that granulation! That granulation can be nice.
Well, it kind of granulate. You see these little gaps here that are white. If I were to use I'll see if I can replicate it here. I shouldn't be doing this at the moment, but I'm going to make.
You don't have to. If you can't, never mind. You don't have to.
All right, it's all right. Right, I've here. If look how dry my brush is. Very dry. That it's not wet. It's not got hardly any water in it.
Yeah.
If I go like that, it kind of. I know the thing's still wet.
Oh, I know that about that dry brush. I meant one of those like.
It makes it dry brush. Look, that's dry brushy.
Oh yeah, but what if it's a little bit more wet than dry brush? A little bit wetter than that.
Well, it all depends. If it's more, the more wet it is, the more it'll flow.
Okay.
So that is one way, because people do say, "Oh, I can't do watercolor painting because I can't control the water." Well, that's because you're putting too much water in your brush. So that's the reason why, just off to the side, you have one of these. Dab, 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 dry, 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 paint, paint, paint. And that's what you have. So it helps control the amount of water that you've got in your brush. Because if you were an oil painter and you just got a great big got an oil painting brush and just got a great big blob of paint, you know, like here I've got an oil painting brush there, right? If I got a great big chunk of oil paint and just scraped it up and then tried painting detail, would you get that?
No, not with
no, you won't.
Detail.
No, you won't. But then again, if you got some of that paint and you just add a very, very tiny amount and very thinned down, how controlled would you be able to do that?
Oh, we have another question.
Yeah.
From Bruce.
Bruce.
He wants to know, can you gesso watercolor paper? I don't think you can, but I have that 280 pound paper, and it's so fine. It does not work for me.
Yeah. You can, of course you can, but why would you want to if you were doing it for watercolor? If you're going to paint watercolor,
oh yeah, that's right.
There's absolutely no need whatsoever to gesso it.
Yeah.
You only gesso surfaces to prepare it for acrylic painting, and
right.
that's acrylic gesso. Or if you're wanting to paint oil painting. Because
I guess with a 280 pound paper, I didn't know that would be so thin. He's saying it's so fine, it's hard for him to work with it.
280 pound.
I thought that would be thicker.
Well, 200 pound is 400 and I don't know. That's like 600. That's 600 pound.
Yeah.
600 gram paper.
That's usually thicker paper.
That's extremely. It's thicker than what I ever use. Are you sure it's not 240 grams?
Oh yeah, that's what he must be talking about, grams or something, maybe.
Maybe.
Now that is just slightly short of standard, which is 300 grams, which is in American terms 140 pound.
Yeah, that's right. I remember.
Yeah, 280 pounds would be really thick paper. He says it pills up and becomes powder, like when I paint on it.
Ah.
Well, I've got to say, don't use it then. Not for, there are some papers that are not made to be used.
Yeah.
In wet medium.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
And
and it's for dry media work. It's probably it may even be pastel paper.
Yeah.
It might be some sort of weird mixed media paper.
Could be.
That doesn't sound like watercolor paper.
I mean, with mixed media paper, you can add water and liquid based things, but you do it sparingly because it's not. You've got to be ever so careful how you use, even with mixed media paper.
You could use it as a sketch pad or.
I mean, just as like Chrissy said, you can gesso it, right?
Yeah.
But it wouldn't be any use for watercoloring. It'd be fine for painting
mixed media or acrylic.
Mixed media or acrylic, but
what about
not watercolor.
What about charcoal and pastel?
Yes, you could. Well, you could. I don't know. Yeah, you could as part of mixed media.
So
I'll be right back. I'm not watching the chat right now. I'll be right back.
What does that involve then, Mystic Unicorn? The free colour challenge. So we're nearly dry here anyway.
Mm-hmm.
We need to start getting some excuse me. Too much Vimto. I've taken to oh no, what I need to do.
You coughed.
No, it's because I've just burped and a bit of saliva went down my throat.
Yeah.
There you go. You get all the gritty details here.
Yeah.
Right. So at this side here, at this side only.
Mm-hmm.
Oh dear! Come on, blue. Right, I'm gonna put a bit of colouring in there, and then we'll start getting some of his nice evening colours in.
Like orange. Yeah.
An orange, yeah.
Yeah. What name is the orange?
I ain't a clue.
No.
Orange.
Yeah, they're good. They're good at flowing the white knights. They're good.
Yeah. So I'm gonna let that be my basic start point with that. I've got to say, sunsets are not my forte, especially when I've not got a reference.
Mm-hmm.
I've got to say that when you're doing something like a sunset, you should really have
A picture
in front of you to give you some real reference. And I'm going to let that come down there a bit.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I'm back. Oh, you said sunsets are not your forte?
Not with, I can do them, but what I'm saying to people is, if you're gonna do a sunset, you really ought to be doing it from a reference.
Yeah, I get that. That's a good point.
So
they're nice and transparent, white knights, aren't they?
Yeah, they can be.
Yeah.
Have you heard of Daniel Smith watercolors?
Never heard of them.
Oh, they're made from ground rocks and ground crystals.
Some of them are. The Primatech are. Yeah.
So you have heard of them?
Oh yeah, the most famous watercolor paint on the planet.
But they're expensive.
I've never heard anybody talk about them. I've heard of Schminky and so all these. I've never heard anybody say Daniel Smith watercolors until yesterday.
Really?
Yeah. I've never heard either one of you talk about Daniel Smith watercolors.
I've got to say, I don't personally use them because in the UK to get all, put it this way, a 5mm tube.
Yeah.
I can go to an art shop.
So
right?
expensive.
And I'm not going to name names because it's unfair.
No.
Right? Because in America, maybe they're reasonably cheap and you can buy them quite cheaply and easily.
Yeah, but
when we try to buy them in the UK, I get charged £20. Now let me explain that to you. That's like $30.
Yeah.
Right. For a 5mm tube of paint.
Yeah.
It's not going to happen.
And on Amazon, I was looking.
No.
They do 5 tubes of like red, yellow, green, sort of the basic colour thing. And it was £24 for 5 paints. Which is like, what?
Hello, Animation Princess. She's been watching ever since the beginning, and she likes how the painting's turning out. And somebody else says they like how the painting's turning out. Moody artist, love how the painting's coming along.
It's early stages at this moment in time. Now, just remember, right, a strong light source is coming from this direction, right? So this side of this mountain will be dark.
Yeah.
So how are we going to deal with that? Now, I ain't got a reference to say. I can't remember. I thought I'd downloaded a picture of this background of this mountain, but I obviously haven't.
Do you? Sorry, you carry on.
No, go on.
You know, Lindsay, the Frugal Crafter, uses her credit card scraper to do things like mountains. You know, like when you sort of. Do you ever do that, or?
There are other things you can use. It's not a new thing, right? It's been around a while. You can use end of a blade or anything that's got an edge and scrape. But problem is if you scrape at a certain point and then you go, I want to do some more work on it. You can't, because at the end of the day, you fundamentally damaged the paper.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
So I only do that kind of scraping like that if needs be at the very end of the painting.
Yeah.
Yeah. I get that.
So yeah, it's a valid, a definite valid thing to do.
Yeah.
But if you're going to do that, plan it out beforehand and think about what you're going to do.
Yeah. And practice
and where you're going to do. Yeah, practice it. Yeah, obviously you have to practice it because it's an advanced.
Yeah.
It's an advanced
painting technique.
So you have to practice it. You can't just jump into a painting and go, aha, I'm going to do this professional technique and do it right every time.
Yeah.
It's took me years and years and years just to get to the level of being a rank amateur.
Yeah.
So you know, you do really need to spend quite a while learning to know how to do all this.
Yeah, certainly.
You don't just come in a blink of an eye, I assure you. In saying that, there are ways of getting to a stage where you're competent.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, you know, don't think, oh no, I'm going to spend the next 40 years trying to learn how to paint. Well, that's what I've done. Yeah. But I've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed the ride.
There you go.
I have enjoyed the ride.
And you can do dry brush technique as well on the mountains too, can't you?
Hey?
Do you use dry brush technique for your mountains, or?
You can do, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
it would leave a hard edge. Right now, with that thing he's doing right now, that shading, you don't really want a hard edge, right?
You don't, but I'm going to put it in first, and then where I want to get rid of it, I'm going to. I'm going to get rid of those hard edges. Yeah. See, because we've got a mountain there in background that's very fuzzed out because it's in the background.
Yeah.
And then we've got another mountain here that's more prominent and close. So that needs to have a much more crisper edge.
Yeah.
And that's how you define depth.
Yeah.
The farther away it is, the more fuzzy it is. The closer it is, the more depth it will, the more crispness and sharpness it will have.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna to make sure that you understand that this is other side of mountain. Although this side is.
Have fun with your granddaughter.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we got to grandchild sitting.
He says he'll be back in 5 minutes.
That's my line. That's
I'll be back.
I'll be back.
I'll be back.
5 seconds later. Hello, I'm back. Oh, dear. Oh my goodness.
Right, so
Yeah.
are we all behaving ourselves anyway?
They've been pretty good. Yeah. I was about.
It's been pretty raucous this week on the. I'm surprised we've not all got banned.
Yeah. Yeah. I was being a bad girl this morning, but apart from that, I've been a pretty good girl today.
Well, how are you being a bad girl?
Oh, just joking about stuff that you shouldn't joke about, you know. But it's, you know, you need a laugh, you know, in these dark, dismal, bleak days. You
True.
joke about it,
Have you been telling coronavirus jokes?
I might have done, yeah.
I don't know.
Somebody sent me a song. I haven't listened to it yet. Instant Messenger. I think it comes from the Philippines. It's called Coronavirus Rhapsody.
Oh, cool.
So, somebody, I don't know. I can't remember who it were. It might have been. I'm not going to say it were, but it might have been Goswina.
Oh.
It might have been. Sent me one of that's a parody at Beatles song. I Want to Hold Your Hand.
Oh.
There's a lot of jokes going around.
No.
How about the one that we told 2 weeks ago that the meme that Mystic Unigon sent me about what month you're born in is what you should use instead of toilet is the substitute you should use for toilet paper.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
We've kind of resolved the toilet paper thing. Did you not see my picture?
Yeah, I think we've covered the toilet paper jokes.
It's kind of so. If you're not already noticed, I mean, I know you're all having an hilarious time there in chat, but like I said, the light's coming from this way, so this side of any building, it's going to be darker than what it is at that side.
Yeah, I get that.
That's going to be slightly dark.
Mm-hmm.
But that's going to be very dark. So we're just going to start to give the viewer the idea that, yes, that's the dark side. Join us on the dark side of the force. Who's doing dark side jokes?
Yeah, it's like, Luke, I am your father.
I knew that before it came out.
Yeah.
We were in playground one day. We're in playground and we said, I bet in Empire Strikes Back when it comes out, Luke is Darth Vader's son. I bet.
Yeah, it's gotta be.
And nobody believed me. Nobody believed me. But nobody believed me about the zombie.
Oh, we have a question for Gracie.
Oh God, what is it?
Goswina wants to know, Gracie. Let me see, Gracie. I special test you in my Facebook. Because you want to see my turtle.
Oh, thank you, Goswina.
You mean she
tagged you?
Oh, cool.
Is that the question, Goswina? Was that what you wanted me to tell you? Is that what you want me? Is that what you were talking about, Goswina, or was there a question? Because that was not a question. I didn't see any question. Can you repost the question if there was a question?
Thank you, Goswina.
Oh, wait a minute. I might be wrong here. Goswina, that thing that you sent me, the pictures of the video, that's a tortoise.
That's a what?
I knew you were going to say that.
A turtle's an underwater tortoise.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
They have flippers. They don't have legs.
Oh goodness.
They're honest, no. Turtles have flippers, not legs.
Toys.
Has anybody seen that advert for Home Base?
Yeah.
And there's a tortoise, and it's running really fast. It's really funny.
You mean a tortoise?
A tortoise, yes.
Oh, dear.
Okay.
Goswina has tortoises. Tortai, one of.
Right, I saw her turtle video.
Oh, they're cute.
Oh,
They are.
but no, she only has one.
Hey!
And she wants to get a female companion so then they can have a family.
Oh, that's nice.
It's a Greek turtle. How come it's got legs then?
We're having a turtle rant.
No, we're not ranting it. I'm sure that's what it's called, but as far as I understand, turtles live in the water.
Yeah, that's true.
And they have flippers. They don't have legs.
Yes, that's true. Yeah.
But there may be species of animals that I've never come across.
Well, no.
Turtle.
And if it lives on land and it has legs, then it's a tortoise.
Okay, well maybe it was a tortoise and it has legs.
Well, tortoises do have legs.
Okay.
All tortoises have legs.
All right.
Or they'd just be a rock, wouldn't they?
I'll try not to laugh.
They'd basically be a rock because they won't be able to walk. Or I have seen a tortoise with some wheels on its legs.
Yeah.
Because it had an upset accident. I don't know how it had an accident, but it had to have its legs amputated, so they put some wheels on its legs.
I like it the way you said it had an upset.
Well, I don't know how it lost its legs.
Oh.
No, these things happen, don't they?
Yeah.
Not all the time, but they do happen.
I'll stop laughing.
See, my mission today is to get to get Gracie to laugh a lot.
Oh, you're succeeding.
There you go.
I've tried not to stop laughing. It's hard.
So this what you do get right with sunsets is
thank you.
High contrast.
Oh my goodness.
Right.
Like
you get the silhouette, like in a sunset that's gone down pretty low, everything is in silhouette.
Yeah.
And that actually is called, I'm going to bring you a bit of French art here. I forgot it. I've forgot it. Contre-jeu.
Well, I know French.
You lived in France.
I know. So what are you saying? Because you're not pronouncing it right.
Contre-jeu.
Say it again, please.
Contre-jeu.
That means country day.
No.
Contre-jour. Contre-jour. That means you're talking about contrast.
Yeah. That's if you break it down, it's contrary, as in contrito, as in opposite, like
contrary, right?
Opposite of, right?
Right. Yeah.
And jour, I don't know what jour means. Jour.
That means day.
Well, yeah, that will mean like daylight.
Yeah,
something like that.
So that's what it means. It means painting against the daylight.
Okay.
Yeah.
Contre-jeu.
Oh, I can't.
A bit of culture for you. That's why I don't like using big long scientific art words, because people generally are thick. I mean, people generally don't know what these expressions mean.
You're making me laugh.
Sorry, that were one of them Heimlich slips or whatever they call it.
Cause they're thick.
Sorry, not an Heimlich slip. What did they call him?
Oh dear.
When you say something that you're thinking, what is it called? That?
Oh, yeah.
Deja vu.
No, eh? Please
No, that's a different one. No. What is it when you say that again? What was that?
What is it when you say something that
Yeah.
you're thinking?
What?
It's called something slip, a Freudian slip.
Oh, Freudian slip, right.
Yeah. That's your excuse, Ian.
That's my excuse. Well, it's better than calling you all thick, isn't it?
Contrary light.
Better than calling you all thick. Anyway, so we're moving along nicely. And
I don't know how, like, you're totally not talking about the painting. Well, almost kind of. And then I guess you kind of are, because a lot, and then the other times this conversation gets unrelated, and then you're able to keep painting.
Yeah. I'm not saying anything.
I'm giving myself a bit of mental time to think of what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
There's a method in my madness.
Yeah, the creative process, people. Yeah.
So now I'm just going to put a little bit of. In fact, actually, what shade-wise in that context, it will probably be like a little angle like that.
Is that grey colour?
It is a very. I mean, do you want? What do you want to see? Do you want to see everybody? Do you want to see the whole picture, or do you want to see me actually zoomed in on certain areas?
The whole picture, please.
Yeah.
Yeah, the whole picture.
Yeah, please.
So I'm going to keep putting areas biased to the right-hand side that are dark or darker.
Yeah.
And that will give the sense and the feeling of that area being shaded.
Yeah. I was watching. Sorry, you go ahead.
Go on.
I was watching Watercolor Challenge on YouTube earlier. Yeah, I like that.
Not seen that for donkey's years.
Yeah, it's quite old, isn't it? Watercolor Challenge.
Well,
they moved it onto Sky, and then
we got the acrylic painting challenge for all of April.
Oh.
Do a different. It's hosted by the Art Sherpa. Do a different acrylic painting every day for 30 days.
In
April.
Yes, Cinnamon's doing that, and she's got a group all set up for it.
Yep.
If you want to.
Well, it's pretty popular. A lot of people do it, I think.
I'm not going to explain my part in that, but I am doing it.
You're doing it?
Yeah, I'm not going to be doing the entire every day. I'm going to be doing tutorial videos, and normally I don't do acrylic
tutorial videos.
It's very, very rare.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my effort that I'm doing for it.
Yeah.
I'm going to swap over to doing acrylics for that month.
Yeah.
Including several acrylic paintings.
Hi, Paul's on here for this all.
Hello. Paul.
He's painting a lavender field at sunset.
Yeah.
No.
In an Italian, it would be an Italian location?
Well, we've said that those trees, the way that they're groomed, I don't know what they do with them, but you can always tell when it's in Tuscany, because they have trees that are very stylized. I'll just draw you one, and you can absolutely tell it's like Tuscany in a nutshell. I'll just draw one.
Yeah. Excuse me.
Oh, Mystic Unigon says, "Hey Gracie, maybe you have a drink." She's wondering what drink you might have beside you since you're laughing so much.
Oh, well, here's the sad truth. I have cold milk and cookies.
With Carlin Premier in it.
Yeah.
Look, if you look at that, if you look at that in Tuscany, right, you'll see a lot of trees that are specifically very much like
Yeah,
that.
it looks like that, right?
Oh yeah.
And it's like a kind of an icon.
Well, and somebody said those are cypress trees.
I don't know what they are.
So I think it was Christy. She said they're cypress trees.
There may be, but and there may be. I mean, there may be all over Spain, all over Mediterranean, all over lots of places. But that's the thing that makes me think of that part of the world.
And Godswina says yes, they're cypress trees.
Are there?
Yes, that's right. Yeah, the cypress tree. Yeah.
And that's an important psychological trick you can play, right? If you want somebody to think about a particular place in the world, think about something that's iconic about that area.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, for example, if I wanted to get people to think about Holland, I'd be doing canals, and they are iconic. Windmills, tulips, canals.
Yeah.
For example, if it were another part of the world, it'd be another set of iconic things, and that gets into, even though you probably made it up out of your mind, you've took people to a certain place because you've placed certain key features in, and that's how you build a painting without having a reference.
Lisa B says hello. I think she's friends with Paul's Blind Through for the Soul. Is that right? Lisa B, are you friends with Paul's Blind Through for the Soul?
Hello. Mystic, the main reason why I'm laughing this so much is because Ian was making me laugh.
What's this? Says English. Lavender Farm. Oh yeah, we're going to tell you this story about a lavender farm. Says,
oh, go on then.
Yeah, she's a very good friend of Paul's. So there's this place in North Yorkshire near where I live, right, called Pickering. Right?
Yeah. It's called what?
Pickering.
I thought you said Pickerick.
I did as well.
No, that's where Pickerick wants to live. It's a very posh place. It's called Pickering.
Yeah, I did think that too.
Between Pickering and another place called Whitby, which is a seaside town.
Oh, I love Whitby. Right. Whitby, one of my favourite places.
Between there's a place that is a lavender farm.
Oh, cool.
And me and a friend, we thought, well, we're on his way to do some photos in Whitby, and we had a bit of time to spend, and we thought, well, we'll pull up and go and have a look, see if we can get some photos. And you could smell it in the air before you even got to the farm.
Yeah.
Once we got into the farm area, it were almost like you had 10 minutes to be in there and get out before you started to get a strong headache.
Really?
It was that strong. They had all sorts of different varieties. Apparently there's more than one type of lavender.
Yeah.
It's like different strains and that. And honestly, they might as well have just shoveled it up my nose.
Yeah.
It was that strong. But when you went into the shop, they had everything. they had soap bombs, perfume, all your girly dabby stuff that you use, all that bag of mashings, and you know, potpourri that you can burn and all that.
Yeah.
And even like drinks of tea that you could have made of it. I don't know whether you actually, I don't know. It just smells of it.
You're talking about lavender, right?
Lavender, yeah.
Yeah.
Lavender that you could eat.
Oh, yeah.
And just take into account, don't go picking lavender, because there were people who obviously they've looked into that.
Certain edible.
They know how to use the lavender to make whatever they need to make. Don't go out picking lavender and thinking, oh, I'm going to go and make some edible lavender, because you just probably kill yourself.
Right.
So
yeah,
that were it. It absolutely. I don't very often get headaches from being round environments, but that nearly gave me a proper big headache.
Yeah.
Are you sure you didn't have some lavender wine?
I think there was some lavender wine.
That'll explain it.
I don't think what they do with wine, it's not that it adds any flavour to it. It just adds a smell to it. So it's an essence that they put into the thing to make it smell like lavender.
Caswina says there are 30 sorts of lavender.
Yeah, I won't be surprised, because there were different colours, ranging from a burgundy colour right through to a very, 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 very light, almost mauve.
Yeah.
Have I just said mauve? Dun, dun. Anyway, I'm waffling.
Mm-hmm.
So everything needs a light dousing of reddishness. But I'm not going to go over the top.
Yeah.
So this area, that might be too much. But it don't matter, because I'm going to...
Lisa B says lavender dog shampoo and lavender candles.
Oh, honestly, in this shop, they had this great big barn at the end of the lavender field. And it was just basically a shop. And you could either, buy some lavender, that you pick.
Yeah.
Or entire, it was like a supermarket full of
lavender candy.
Everything made of lavender.
I can imagine lavender.
All sorts of stuff. Honestly, it was lavender world.
Lavender world.
Yeah, really. Honestly.
Go and get your lavender. Yeah.
Hey, at one time of day, they would have had that, just going, just for a bit of interesting, up-to-date information. They would have had lavender in a little locket or something like that, or a little, shaped box to smell, just to make sure that they didn't get Black Death.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Just think how panicked people would be if we got a proper scary disease like Black Death.
Oh yeah, I hate to say it, but infectious disease specialists are saying that's coming down the road with a virus with a 60% fatality rate.
Oh, well. Do you know what? I have been saying on this program for a long, long time. The Earth has 8 billion people on it. That is not sustainable. We need to get rid of at least 4 billion.
Yeah.
Who's going to volunteer?
Mother Nature will volunteer.
Mother Nature will volunteer for us. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not being funny, but we are reaching that maximum capacity point. And that's the reason why we're getting all these silly, stupid things happening all over the world. And we're not just talking about we're not just talking about the virus that's around now. Listen, that's just one virus that's hitting us. In certain parts of the world, there's some viruses that make this virus look like a day out at a friend's
Look like
party.
chewing gum.
Yeah,
It's
like
like-
chewing gum.
Just a day out walking in the park.
It's like going to Disneyland.
If Ebola virus ever became as virulent as what this is, there won't be anybody alive on this planet.
That's it. Keep hope. Keep hopeful, Ian. Keep hopeful.
I'm a positive guy. On it, decent people who are prepared to do what's right are going to survive. You go-outers, you people who've been out buying toilet rolls and not giving anybody else any toilet rolls, you're all going to die.
Yeah.
Sorry, no, you're not. You're not really. The Zumba dancers will get you.
Yeah.
This is what's going to happen, right? They're going in a few months' time. They're going to come out with a cure for this virus, right? And we're all going to mandatorily have to have an injection, all of us. And then a few months later,
it'll be something different.
They'll find out that it has created some mutation in humans that turns us into Zumba dancers.
Yeah.
The Zumbas, you see. And that's it. That's when the Zumba apocalypse will start.
So when you get the Zumba apocalypse virus, do you get stuck in this you're like running, but you just kind of doing the Baywatch run kind of thing because of the with it being
because it takes all your brain power up, Zumba. It does me anyway. I mean, the only people who are going to be immune to it are people who are dyslexic like me.
Yeah.
Because it don't matter how much Zumba you've got in you, a person who's dyslexic just can't do it. So I'm safe. I'm safe in the Zumba apocalypse.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, Mystic Unigon says she wonders how many people would be left if we wiped out all the racist people.
Ooh.
Yay! Yeah, them as well.
Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs.
And people who still believe that spaghetti grows on trees, they're all going to die as well.
Well, there is spaghetti squash.
Spaghetti grows on trees.
Do you know what? For years, I saw that on TV, and for years, because I didn't really eat spaghetti, I thought that it grew on trees. That was cruel. And I actually went to school and I told somebody at school that spaghetti grew. And I was laughed at and scorned. Laughed at and scorned.
Aww.
Pink Prozac's in the house.
Pink Prozac.
Pink Prozac.
Right,
I love that name.
Oh, Pink wants to know. She has a question. Why can't we watch a stream of Ian doing Zumba? I might pay to watch that.
Yeah.
Because, well, like I've just mentioned, I'm dyslexic and I can't do it.
Dyslexic. Oh.
Dyslexic. Yeah.
Look, listen, it's only just recently been discovered, dyslexia.
Yeah. Just in the last few minutes. Yeah.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, I've known about it for years, and so have many other men. But I'm just getting, but there is a cure for it, apparently.
Apparently, yeah.
Copious amounts of beer.
Yeah, and we've heard reports from Barnsley. Yeah.
Oh, there's a bit of an update. Yesterday on Chrissy's live, I mentioned to her that the Barnsley unicorns have all died out because of some horrible virus, right? And they've gone. they turned into black unicorns, dark unicorns, right? Well, it turns out that that's not. It's false news. It's actually that the Barnsley unicorns they were just having a play around in the mud, and they just got a bit dirty. So.
Oh God, that's funny.
I mean, that's what unicorns sometimes do. They have a bit of a play around.
Unicorns.
And, well, they're quite vigorous. These Barnsley unicorns. You watch them. For those of you who don't know what a Barnsley unicorn is, it's a unicorn. If you know a unicorn, right?
Yeah.
It's a unicorn that ain't got an horn on end of its head.
Really? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
It's a white horse without a horn?
Well, I won't call it that, no. I think our horses are magical.
Yeah. Magical. Oh, you're kidding me.
Right, so we're starting to get.
We have a question. We have a question.
Is it on topic?
Bruce wants to know, Ian, are you sniffing your paint?
Well, do you know what, Bruce? Look, to be honest with you,
oh man,
I can't smell that. There's one thing about watercolor paints, right?
Yeah, it's non-toxic.
Well, not that they're non-toxic. I mean, supposedly. I mean, put it this way: it don't matter. All of those are non-toxic, right? All of these non-toxic, right? If you
except for the cadmiums.
Well, even the cadmiums, all of these are non-toxic, right?
Yeah.
If you ate enough of those, it will kill you. Because it's not about how toxic something is. It's about how much the body can metabolize things.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, if you ate it, you mean?
Yeah, you'd have to eat tons and tons.
We're not talking about eating. We're talking about sniffing it.
If you, well, I know we've gone on a rabbit trail, but let's take a banana, right? They're good for you.
Oh my God! Did you see the video where this person does 100 different things with bananas and banana peels?
Oh no, not bananas.
Oh my goodness! You wouldn't believe the things that you could do with them.
Right. So, right. If I gave you 3 or 4 bananas to eat, you'd go, oh great, and your body would go, oh great. If I gave you 500 bananas to eat and I told you to eat them all, you'd die. Even though it's something that's good for you.
Oh, and you can die from drinking too much water.
Yeah.
Yeah. There are some people who have a compulsion to drinking water.
Mm-hmm.
And they can't stop themselves. And they have to be put in special measures to be stopped from drinking water. Because they've drunk so much water that the body cannot tolerate any more water.
Anyway, Bruce says, see how easy it is to get him off topic?
Yeah, you started. I
thought, Bruce, I give you plenty of specific information. I sniffed it. It doesn't. Watercolor paint, unlike acrylics and unlike oils, don't have a particularly strong smell.
That's true.
No, they don't. Acrylics have more of a smell than watercolors do.
But that's more down to the thing that binds them.
Yes.
Than they're still made of the same pigments as watercolor, right?
Yeah.
It's the thing that binds them that makes them smell.
Yeah.
And oils don't have any smell. It's the thing that again binds them and you use to thin them that is incredibly smelly.
Oh, pink poison.
Hmm?
Yes. Pink Prozac says that she used to love watching the show called My Strange Addictions, and she said there's people in there that she's watched that people like, they have strange addictions, like of eating couch cushions and things. Yeah, like strange addictions, like for people so that must be like you're just looking at the show about these crazy people that have really, really strange addictions.
I get that people have addictions, but where do you start with eating couch cushion?
Couch.
I mean, where do you start? I mean, is it? Do you fancy a nibble a corner of your settee?
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit of salt and pepper on it. You know, Again, this all contributes to what I'm saying about 8 billion people on planet, 4 billion surplus to requirement.
Oh, my stomach hurts laughing.
Gusmina says people eat paper. Yes, that's common. I've heard of people eating paper.
Paper, strangely enough, can be.
They even have that challenge on YouTube, eating toilet tissue paper. The toilet tissue eating paper challenge.
Hey, listen, I've gone to restaurants and the food that they put in front of me tasted like eating paper. So
my guinea pigs eat paper. Yeah.
That's because you don't feed them.
Yeah.
We're gonna have one of them fundraisers. Help.
Ooh, Pink Prozac is talking about more strange addictions. She said one lady ate her husband's ashes.
Nice.
Oh no.
Somebody else eats laundry soap.
Hey?
Oh, nice.
Oh, do you know, I don't know. It's coal. I've heard of people eating coal tar. I've heard of actually pregnant women eating coal tar.
Yeah.
I can't understand what you're saying. Eating what?
Coal tar. It's a residue from various processes, refining coal and oil and
coal tar. Ooh. Oh, Bruce says hello to Marmalade.
Oh, thank you, Bruce.
Have I got Marmalade here?
No, Marmalade, yeah, he's cute.
Oh, Marmalade, you thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
What are you doing? Oh no, you're not allowed anymore, are you?
Don't say that, Ian.
You're not allowed to. You're not allowed to bring pets and animals on
live streams.
Really?
On any stream.
What?
It's
what?
Well, did you not? Have we not gone through that?
No.
Copper thing? Do you remember what it said about copper?
Yeah.
You know,
animals.
It says you're not allowed to bring pets on your videos.
Wow,
because
I heard that. I heard like no smoking on videos, no drinking.
Well,
no drinking alcohol on videos, on live streams and videos.
Well, hold on.
That's not going to entice kids to come and watch your video, is it?
Yeah, but earlier I was watching Pickerick, and he very often has his dog on there.
Well, they're not supposed.
Yeah.
We're not supposed to have any pets on because apparently that is enticing to children.
Really? I've not heard that.
Well, you go and have a look at the rules.
I know a few YouTubers that put their pets up on there.
They still do. It's just the thing is, at the end of the day, everything's all calmed down and quieted down because FTC decided that they're not going to be clamping down on everybody like they said they were, because we're not fish in a barrel. so everybody thinks it's okay to continue on as normal. But the rules are there.
Yeah, there's a creative person called, is it Barb Owen?
Barb Owen. Barb Owen.
Yeah, she had her cat on her live stream pretty much every time she does a stream.
Oh, at the end, she shows a cat at the end, I think.
They are the sponsors. They are the sponsors. Oh, right. See, I know. Look, I'm into cultural icons like that.
I did not know that.
Nice.
Wow.
Well, I don't know about internet. It's not worth bothering about.
Hey, that's like
crazy. That's why I'm here every Friday on Ian Friday.
That's like, do you know Grizz? I don't know if you know Grizz, but he always jokes about eating dogs and cats.
He always what?
He always jokes about eating dogs and cats.
Oh.
Some people do. Some people eat bats.
Some places in the world they do, yes.
Yeah.
Some people eat bats.
Yeah.
And guess what happens then?
Then they die.
Not necessarily.
70. Welcome.
Hello.
That's what happens.
The funniest thing about Grizz, though, for all his jokes about eating dogs and cats, is he actually has a cute little Pomeranian doggy. Oh.
Pomeranians, why?
Yeah. And he called it stir fry. I think that's hilarious.
Oh, well, there you go.
It's hilarious. I love that name, stir fry.
Why not?
What about marmalade? There you go.
Marmalade.
Yeah. Marmalade.
Well, there was a cartoon character called Marmalade.
What's that? Really? Oh.
Yeah, I can't remember exactly what it were on.
I can't remember that one.
Marmalade.
Marmalade.
Gee, I wonder what you're painting right now.
Hey? I'm wondering what I'm painting. I'm just getting basics of that area. What they call it?
Lavender.
The lavender.
Oh, goodness.
Getting textures and background.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, you made it quite dark. You made it quite dark. That I wonder how you're going to bring out. How you're going to show light lavender.
How do I normally do it?
I don't not with it with this. I don't know how you normally do it.
What am I doing now?
I see what you're doing there.
She'll be sat in some armchair with a sangria.
I see. You're mopping it up, and I see now. Okay, you're gonna be able to
How much have I done that? You got to remember, right? What you see as dark, when it's dry, it'll be fairly light.
Yes, and Gracie said around 2 shades lighter it dries.
Yeah, easily. Well, I don't know what is 2 shades lighter. You have to have a shade.
I have not noticed that so much. I was looking at my painting last night, and I'm like, that is not like 2 shades lighter than what I just painted. It looks pretty much like what I just painted.
It's not absolutely universal. It depends on the individual pigment.
Yeah.
And how much water you put in it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
How it reacts to what being put in it.
Yeah.
It's not a final end thing. Absolutely. There are some colours that dry darker.
Yeah.
What, in watercolor?
Watercolor, yeah.
Yeah. Which color dry darker?
Not ones I'd use. I mean, some of the you were talking about Daniel Smith's. I think some of the Primatech colours dry darker.
Oh.
Because they're made of like
rocks and crystals.
They have like a strange natural kind of, because the vast majority of paints that we use today are synthetic, man-made. That's why you don't die from some sort of poisoning, which is not the case. I mean, even with the old paints, right? the old masters used to use lead white paint. You can still get it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nobody used to die from lead poisoning.
Yeah.
Even though they used it all the time.
I'm just thinking, if you're doing a lavender field, if you wanted to, could you use kitchen roll with the purple paint and sort of dab it on as like as just like a hint of lavender?
Yeah.
Could you do it that way?
What it is normally it's a very light bluey colour, but because we've got the sun setting, it's kind of making it closer towards burgundy.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But at the moment, I'm just trying to get it to have like a flow, so that you can see that it's like a kind of, if you know what I mean, like
getting the texture.
as though it's got some sort of like consistent line.
Yeah.
These things, they have like
lines.
If you go and look at them, they're farmed in lines.
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
So that's
cool.
what I'm trying to get it to do.
Get the texture.
Now I'm gonna get some cerulean blue. Right now I've got that purple in, and I'm gonna get a cerulean blue. I'm gonna start working that into it.
King Art 70 says, "Good art master."
Yeah.
Thank you. And now you can start seeing that purple coming out in it.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool. And you get all the contrast there.
You might not see it very well because of when I get around to putting the painting up later, you'll see where all these different purples are coming into play.
Yeah. Yeah.
One reason
she's not allowed to put her dog on Twitch unless she wins that, unless she acquires those points on Twitch. She's not allowed to let her dog show.
Really? I really do. I don't.
You said something that made me think that, but
I really don't get Twitch because you've got to like get points to be able to do what you can already do on YouTube. I don't get it.
Oh, that's why I don't like Reddit. Oh my goodness. You have to have karma points to be able to post something. And then I had to watch YouTube videos on how to do Reddit. And then it was like and then I made some really good comments on some things and I thought I would get karma points. I never did. And I'm like, I give up on this. This is ridiculous.
Surely you, of all people, you are our most karma person.
Yeah.
You are the karma queen.
I can't help it. They call it karma points. It's ridiculous. It's their terminology, not mine.
Well, maybe one day the tables will be turned on them, because karma is a good side and a dark side.
Yeah, the dark side.
Dark side. Join us on the dark side, everybody.
Bad karma.
Yeah, it'll come back and bite them in the.
Yeah, it will.
Bite you in the butt.
Yeah.
Bite you in the butt. And if you haven't got a butt, it'll bite you somewhere else. It might be, I don't know, it might be something else. You might not. You might be a space alien.
Yeah, or a zombie.
Or one of Zumbas.
Yeah.
No, we're not saying that Zumbas don't have butts. They do have butts, but all they're concerned about once they become Zumba is dancing.
Yeah.
So
they dance to
that. That's it. The thing that Zumbas do to us who are not Zumbas is get you to come up onto the dance floor and dance.
No.
And then once you start dancing with them, you in turn become a Zumba.
Yeah.
And that's it. No. I'm gonna make a short film or at least a book about this. I'm developing a story.
Yeah, and
about this one hero who saves the world from the Zumba apocalypse.
Yeah.
Not that that's ever been done before. And I was thinking about who I could get as the lead role in the film.
Martin Sheen. There we go.
But Abby's done them all. He's already he's too much of a veteran. Not that I've got anything against veterans, obviously, but
I know what you mean.
we need fresh blood.
Yeah.
Who can we get?
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Eh?
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, he could be good.
Yeah.
Although he'd be saying, "I'll be back." No, here's a pub quiz. Here's a pub quiz question.
He's not new blood.
Eh? And I saw him on telly over there telling everybody how to go about living the lives.
Oh yeah, I saw that too.
Yeah. Hi, Carolyn.
Hello.
I'm sat here on my multi-million-pound ranch.
Yeah.
Donna did the same thing, sitting in a bathtub of rose petals.
No.
What?
She made a public statement about everybody. I don't know, something that was like people were making fun of her for like, oh, how can you do that? Like in your $1 million mansion and you're sitting in a bathtub of rose petals and you're talking about something about the virus, and people were saying like how like hypocritical or something she is or something.
No, what we're going on about is it said, I'm going to stay here with my donkeys. Because he had like 2 donkeys, honestly. If there's one person on planet I wouldn't have thought would have had donkeys, it's Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I wonder what he called them. Apparently,
he's got a donkey sanctuary.
Oh no, it's weird, isn't it?
That's great. Let him look after donkeys. I won't be doing any more terminating.
No.
I'll be back.
And
I said to the person it came from, I said, well, at the end of the day, if he runs out of food, he could always eat his donkey.
Eat his donkeys, exactly. That's common sense, that is.
Yeah, I mean, if it comes down to me or donkey, his donkey's gonna suffer consequences, isn't it? Really. If I'm down to my last jacket potato and I need a bit of meat, then I'm afraid donkey.
Donkey steak, yeah.
The end of the world as it knows it.
How about a donkey burger? That sounds nice.
No.
Oh, I would not eat.
Honestly, just in reality, everybody, I would never eat a donkey because I absolutely love donkeys.
I've got to stop laughing.
They're the last thing to go because at the end of the day, I'd be protecting them. If anybody were like rushing in to try and get the donkeys, I'd be like, there we are, automatic rifle going, I'm going to protect you, donkeys.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
It does. You know, in Zumba Apocalypse, when they come to try and attack the donkey, Arnie will be there and he'll have his automatic rifles and he'll be protecting his donkeys.
I have a title for this movie: Donkey Apocalypse. Yeah.
The donkey apocalypse.
Yeah.
Well, I'll have a think about it. I'll put it to shareholders and they'll tell me no.
See how many takers you get.
I think they'll say no, but yeah, I've been wrong in the past.
They'll say it's an original idea, though.
No, they'll say, Ian, who did you get that idea off? And I said, I'll say, it was Gracie. And I said, what was you talking about getting ideas off of Gracie for?
Yeah, blame it on me.
There we go.
Oh dear.
Honestly, I think I'm doing this to death now.
It's a good job I'm not on camera because it's Team Dimple.
Team Dimple.
Yeah.
Well, it's my job.
What?
Oh, you tell her I'm laughing too hard. Sorry. Oh, stop laughing. Stop making me laugh.
You're doing it. Oh, come
Oh,
on.
you tell her about Team Dimple. I'm too.
I don't know. I don't. This is a new thing to me. Team Dimple.
Well, I have dimples apparently, and when I laugh a lot, you know, your dimples start to show. So there you go.
Everybody has dimples.
Yeah.
Even Cabbage Patch Kids have dimples.
Yeah.
Does anybody? Okay. We have got one or two people here who may not know what Cabbage Patch Kids are. Strange one.
Yeah.
But they were in 1980s. They were a phenomenon.
They were. They were big.
You used to adopt these ugly-looking babies. Even my little sister had one.
Mr. Pentagon says, Gracie, you're lucky she doesn't have them.
Yeah. Well.
Have what? I missed that. I missed the conversation.
I don't know. I don't know anything about anything. That's all I'm saying.
I don't know, Finn. That's what you need to say.
Oh,
I don't know.
I missed something. I got to scroll up.
I'm just an old-fashioned girl from the sticks. I don't know anything.
Old-fashioned girl, an old-fashioned. I can't remember how that goes.
That was quite nice. That could be the theme song for Donkey Apocalypse.
In what sense? In the sense that it's probably copyright and extremely expensive.
Yes. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Oh man. It was Bigfoot last week. Bigfoot. This week,
I'm just gonna change me water, guys, and we'll be back. We'll be back.
Okay, we're gonna hear your creaky door.
That's fine.
You could have tried to make it not creak.
Yeah.
Hey, where's the creaky door?
Yeah.
Did he mute it? No, he's not. He this time he made it so it didn't creak.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. It hurts to laugh, Diana.
That's good. You get a good belly laugh.
Yeah.
We're supposed to laugh like that every day for good health.
Oh well, that I've got that cornered then. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Who do we have in chat, Diana?
Okay, let's see who we have in the house. 12. Shout out to the 12 people in the house. We've been holding steady at 12. It's really good. Mystic Unicorn's in the house. Lisa B. King Art 70.
Hello.
Nightbot.
Oh, good old Nightbot. Hello.
Carolyn to be free might still be here. Paul Blanchard with the soul probably is still here.
Hello, Paul.
And let's see who else. Scrolling up. Oh, Goswina might be still here.
Hello, Goswina.
Okay, still scrolling up. Oh, Vermont Paint and Photo. I'm not sure if he left. I don't know. He was here and might still be here.
Could be.
Okay.
He's back. I can see a shadow. He's back. I can see a shadow.
I don't want to miss anyone. Let's see. Scroll up. Well, Kristen was here in the beginning. I don't think she's here anymore, but thank you that she was here.
Cool.
There was a bunch of people in the beginning, I think, and Shay's World was here she was the first person here, and I don't think she's here anymore unless she's just listening.
Thank you, Shay.
Okay, and I cannot scroll up any further. Can we hold on? Can't scroll up any further to the very beginning.
Welcome back, Mr. Jackson.
Hello, I am
back.
So, I've got a little bit of a semi-rant. I know I've already done a rant today, but it's only a semi-rant, this one.
Should we do a drum roll? For the suspense, you know.
So we've been told today that well, yesterday actually, that the police are going to be able to fine people.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Just under £100
That's
if
right.
we go out. If we go out,
without having it. Yeah,
So-
like how are they supposed to prove it? Well, what are you going out
No,
for?
it's on the spot. It's on the spot,
Yeah.
and if they feel that you were, if they feel that you
If they feel
out, if you were out without having good reason, right? Right. I'm going to put a scenario in for. Let's say my computer breaks down and I need it.
they did this in Italy with martial law, and you had to have special certificates for leaving like the house for grocery shopping, a medical appointment, medicine.
Yeah.
So I can't do anything on my computer, so I have to do things manually, right? So let's say I go to pay a bill or buy something from the shop, right? And police pull me up for being out, and they say, right, here's a fine. You've got 14 days to pay it, and it goes up if you don't pay it in 14 days.
Good
So because I ain't got computer facilities and I can't go out, that means I get my fine doubled.
Yeah, no, you're right. Absolutely.
Oh, just let me say 2 more people in the chat. Is Madonna is still here. She's just not chatting. A Vermont paint photo is here, and Sleestack Rule is here. He was just waiting for the woman to be painted.
Oh.
Oh, well, we're getting there.
Thank you guys for still being here. Thank you.
Oh, Ian.
Ian,
yeah. I have an ideal project for the quarantine. Would you like to hear what it is?
Oh, go on then. It's not a toilet.
It's kind of it's kind of scientific in a sense, because we won't be able to go to the hairdressers or have hairdressers come to you. You know, I'm going to grow my hair out. That's going to be my quarantine mission. Yeah.
It's either you grow your hair out or you shave your head. My husband shaved his head.
I think I'll grow mine out.
I think all girls should, for time being, just have Sinead O'Connor cut.
No, that's not a good look for most women.
Good Lord, no.
It was good for Sinead O'Connor.
Yeah,
but some women can pull it off. Not every woman.
Not me. No way.
I don't want to.
You're not going out anywhere, are you? It's not as though you're going to be out in the public. Look at my bald head.
I'd rather be like Bigfoot than like that.
And Grace is still here. Thank you. Thank you.
Hello,
in all seriousness, this is not a time, ladies, to slack in your beauty regime. This is not a time.
Beauty regime. Yeah.
Even if you can't get any of your products. I mean, can you imagine? You know, we're talking about weird obsessive things that people do.
Yeah.
There are some
strange addictions.
Yes, strange addiction. There are some, let's say, ladies, right, who are absolutely addicted to the makeup regime, aren't they?
Yeah.
Just imagine when that makeup runs out. Just imagine the panic. Although that could be even worse than Zumba Apocalypse.
It could be actually worse, yeah.
The panic when they look in the mirror on the morning and go, "Oh no, I'm less than perfect."
Yeah. I look like Bigfoot. And Bigfoot's like, hey.
Don't you dish Bigfoot? He's an handsome guy.
Yeah.
Oh, they're taught Mystic and Lisa B both have letters from their employer saying that they can show if they're pulled over, and one of them was pulled over. I think Mystic said she was pulled over, and she showed her letter from her employer saying she's essential worker.
Just remind me again, Mystic, what you do.
She works in Walmart, I think.
Yes.
I think.
I mean, can a letter from an employer actually cover it?
I wouldn't know. I have no idea.
What's your question?
I mean, in the UK, like they say a letter from an employee wouldn't necessarily cover it.
Yeah.
Because
Well, they might think it's fake.
No,
Well,
no,
if
it's
you,
not that. It's not
if
that.
you're,
Just because an employer says you're critically important, it doesn't mean to say that that's necessarily the case.
if you're an NHS worker or a carer or a nurse, really important jobs, I mean, I would think that would be different.
What they're designating as critical workers
Yeah,
are people who are working for things like the NHS and anybody else. It's a matter of debate as to
Well,
whether
it has her store stamp on it. She was not pulled over. She just said in case she is that it has her store stamp on it and their phone number, so it can be confirmed.
Come on, you've been
yeah. Well, yeah, I get that. I mean, to be honest with you, there are people. I mean, especially keeping the shops open. Yeah, it's really important that. But it all depends on the police officer who's pulling you up and their attitude.
Yeah.
Because you know what police can be like.
Yeah.
They can be bolshy sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
So be careful. In fact, they've just actually today made some laws that if you pretend to cough at a police officer, it's common assault and they can arrest you.
Well, I wish they had arrested the lady that I think it was locally here. She coughed on a bunch of produce and a bunch of meat and something else,
Really?
and they had to throw out $35,000 worth of food.
I'd make her pay for it.
And I'm thinking, like, that lady, I hope she gets arrested.
I'd get order and say, well, that's a big bill you just made for yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, that she should pay.
She should pay, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just think about that. I mean, I'm not particularly like an animal protest person or anything like that, but that animal has actually had to die so that people can eat it. Whether they should eat it or not is a matter for themselves. But that is the worst form of waste you could possibly imagine, because that animal lived and it died.
Yeah.
So if we're going to use it, then eat it, but don't waste it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And don't be doing silly, stupid stuff like that. If I tell you what, if I saw somebody deliberately coughing onto, I'd make sure that they had a trip to hospital by punching a hole so big in the face. I don't really care about civil society anymore. It died a long, long time ago. But idiots like that.
If you go to the grocery store, how are you supposed to? What certificate are you supposed to show there? Or are you getting medicine, or if you're getting medicine or the grocery store, a medical appointment, you could show proof of a medical appointment. I don't see what kind of proof are you going to show you're going to the grocery store.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, gosh, I believe recently in the UK they made it a criminal offence if you spit at a police officer or somebody who's in like an ambulance driver or a medic or a fireman who's trying to put a fire out. You can be arrested and sent to prison because it's a bioweapon. And some idiots that police have to deal with. They've got medical issues, all sorts of horrible drug use, and what makes their bodies like a cesspit of infection.
Yeah.
Believe me, I used to work in a medical environment, cleaning environments that people who have to be tested for drugs going on a daily basis, and it is such a dangerous environment that because of the horrible chemicals that they have in their bodies.
Mhm.
So anybody who does that, especially to public servants who are trying to be supportive,
Yeah.
Yeah, they should be locked up. They're mentally unwell. They don't know how to live in society properly.
Yeah.
Paul says, tell Ian that there's a special code number for proper travel on these letters, making it specific,
All right.
making it
Making
specific certificate.
Making them specific, right? So what? Yeah. Well, that you know, so long as it's stamped by the government, I'd be happy to do that. You know, but not just my boss because he wants me to go to work. The only way that I would be happy for my boss just to stamp it and say yes, that's okay, is if he paid any fines if I got it.
To finish up. I can't just.
So right, you're liable for that fine. So what I'm going to do for the time being is I'm just going to.
Diana,
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go now.
Okay. Thank you for being here. Thanks so much.
I'm not going to be that much longer. I mean, we've only got 5 minutes. I haven't even got the person done yet. So,
I gotta go, but thank you very much, guys. It's really
Okay. Bye, Gracie. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Bye, Ian. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye. I better keep away from the zombie.
Right.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Bye.
The dark side of the zombie.
Yeah, the dark side.
And then Bruce says it is that's the legal implications here, Ian. Simple assault if you have AIDS or corona, and it's a felony assault if the person dies, and if the person dies, it's manslaughter.
Yeah, well, it's plain and obvious, isn't it, that if you deliberately, you might as well be using a weapon.
Yeah.
Well, it's a bioweapon.
Yeah, yourself. Like, just people can put bombs on themselves and become a weapon. You're a weapon if you have a disease, a contagious disease.
Right. And very quickly, because I've obviously not timed this very well, I'm going to have to do an awful lot more with this later on.
Really? What will you have to do?
Yeah, well, I won't get all that done. And some of this needs all...
You still have to work in the lavender fields, right?
I've got a lot of the lavender fields. I mean, it's a fairly complex painting if I think about it. I've got a lot of tightening up to do with the buildings and the trees in the background.
Well, if we can stop right now, and then you can just send me a picture of the finished one.
Well, I mean, that's up to you guys. Are we all happy that I've done enough of the painting? I've got to get this finished, but
why? How long?
Well, we've done 2 hours, so that's as far as what I'll do is I'll video the rest of it and do a little time lapse.
Oh, okay. Okay, everybody, he has to stop the live stream right now. And luckily, we got through a live stream without any technical issues. Yay!
Yay!
So, he's going to he's going to make a little time lapse video of the rest of this, the painting.
Yeah.
Oh.
And we'll see how it goes. It might be a day or so before I get it done, but.
Okay, right away. I will be putting his link in the. I'll be putting his link in the description box right away, right after this live stream.
But we're starting to get there anyway.
Yeah, I'm interested in seeing the finished one.
Well, it just needs firming up as regards the background there.
All right, everybody's saying goodbye.
Okay then. Thank you for being here, all. Right time. Probably needed another half an hour, but with issues being as they are, it's best to leave it as it is at the moment.
Good night. And Madonna says, good night, everyone. Have a good weekend. Paul's saying night.
Bye-bye.
Diana, well, everyone, everybody's saying good night. Bye, John Boy. Good night, John Boy.
Night, Mary Lou. Is there actually anybody called Mary Lou these days?
Yeah, well, no, it's not such a common name, but I think it, like, I haven't come across the name that often, no.
I bet it were many years ago. I mean, it's...
Well, there's Mary Lou Retton, which I believe she's a gymnast from the 80s.
All right. No, it's not a name you come across these days, is it?
Oh, Chrissy. Chrissy has been here. Is she saying good night?
Good night, then. We'll stop there, and I'll work at it later.
Yeah. So everybody, as soon as this is over, I'm putting his channel link in the description box. I should have had that before. No, I'm sorry. I keep always. And then you'll be able to. He's gonna, and then if you join his channel, you'll get notification of the finish of watching a time lapse of the finish of this painting.
It'll only be a few minutes long. It might not even be a time lapse. I just need to.
Okay, it might not be a time lapse.
It'll be just a video to finish it off.
Okay.
Depending on what I need to do.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you again for being guest artist for Ian Friday. Thank you, Ian.
We're always welcoming ideas.
Oh yeah, ideas. Always taking ideas. Contact us for ideas on ideas you have for paintings.
What do you want painting? What do you want me to paint?
Yes, he wants to know. Cause what?
It's either that or I'll choose, and then everybody will be bored.
No. Who chose this one this week? It was me and Gracie.
Gracie.
Oh yeah, Gracie.
Lavender, didn't she? She said, "Can you do some mountains and some lavender and some trees?" So I've got most of it.
Oh, okay.
So anyway, we will see you all later.
Yeah, next Friday. It's Ian Friday, 4 to 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
If we're not all dead.
That's a happy thought. Thank you so much for everybody that came to the live stream today. Okay.
Bye-bye all.
Have a safe and healthy weekend.
Yeah. Look after yourself, everybody. Seriously.
Okay, look. Okay, if you want to see the end of this painting, keep an eye out for the video. When do you think you might have the video up? Like tomorrow or something?
It may be something I will work on tomorrow. I just need to step away from it now and see where I'm going with it.
Okay, so the video will come out like either tomorrow or Sunday.
Sometime tomorrow, yeah, because I've already just put one up today, and I don't want to crowd that out as well.
All right. Yeah, tomorrow or Sunday.
Yeah.
For the finish of this painting.
See you later all. Take care.
Take care.